morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture just to see how those things affect our daily lives. Today, we're doing a spoilerish review of The Eternals. I'm just basically going to give my overall review of it. I will tell you just right off the bat, the movie, I went in with very, very low expectations. The critics had given it just pretty much very low numbers. So I went in with a very low expectation, but I came out and it was much better than what I thought it was going to be. It was much better. It was a beautiful movie in its visually. It was visually beautiful. It brought you from like the dim and the, not really dim, but just like a very monotone color of when they first came to Earth, till you see all these beautiful vibrant colors and how rich the Earth is because they've come and they've settled with the people. So I wanted to kind of go over who the Eternals are as far as in the MCU, who they are, what their kind of roles are, really, really quick. I have my little Eternal cheat sheet from Instagram page Comic Book. He did a Eternals. I call it an Eternals cheat sheet, so we know who we're dealing with. Shout out to that Instagram page for placing this on here. So first, we have Ajak, who is the leader, played by Salma Hayek. I may not know all the names of the actors, and if I don't know the name of the actors, I'll just show them to you so you can be aware of them. She's the leader. She's the one that can speak directly to the celestial ashram, the celestial. She's the one that can actually talk to him. Then we have Athena, who is the goddess of war, and that's played by Angelina Jolie, and her name says it best. She is a warrior. She can fight. Then you have Icarus. Icarus is also a soldier, and it has him listed as the loyal soldier. And we'll talk a little bit about what that means. And so he can fight. So Ajax, and it was interesting to know that all of them were not warriors. They could fight, and they had different skills and things like that. They could fight, but not all of them were like on the front line warriors. But I'll continue. Then we have Cersei, and they have her listed as the wizard. One of the things that Cersei can do is change matter. I know you saw in the trailer, she took a bus and then changed it into flowers. She had that ability. She had the ability to change rock into water, water into ice, all those different things. And her job, she is the Eternal that has the most love for the humans. She loves humans dearly. She loves everything about them, the good, bad, or indifferent. She loves to see them grow and see how they, how with the Eternals' help, assistance a little bit, how the humans evolved. So she's very tied into humans and making sure that they're okay and just making sure that they live. And then we have Makari, who is the speedster. One of the interesting things is that she can't hear. And I imagine so. If you're going faster than the speed of sound, like her ears would be popping. But she cannot hear, but she is a great communicator. I think she is. Then we have Kingo, and he's also a warrior. And he is the one, here we go. I don't know their names. Let's see if you could see this one. This man right here. He's the Bollywood star. And here is Makari and Cersei. Cersei and Makari. And then we have Kingo, who is a warrior. He's a frontline fighter, but he has inked out a great existence as a Bollywood superstar. I mean, spoilerish. Remember, I told you it was spoilerish. One of the things I found was funny was that he reincarnates himself as the son of the person before him. So he has been his great grandfather, his grandfather, his father, and now he is the son. So he's gonna come back and be another iteration of himself. I think he just changes a little bit about his hair or something like that. But he stays around just long enough so that he could fade out and come back in. So he could be a great Bollywood star, and he's like rich. Then we have Sprite. You see her. I don't know the name of the actress name to play Sprite. That's Sprite right there. She's the illusionist. She is the one of the Eternals that remains perpetually a child. I mean, she looks to appear to be like a teenager or a preteen. That's where she kind of comes off as. That's the age in which she comes off as. And I guess with the illusionist and telling stories and things like that and being in a fantastical world, usually preteens and teenagers are in that world. But she is an illusionist, but she still has she has an old mind in a young body. That's the best way that I can really talk about her. Then we have, oh Lord, Druid. Let's see if we can get Druid. We have Druid right here. They called him manipulate. He has the ability to manipulate humans' minds, make them think and do what he wants them to do. I think that's one of those skills I'm like, because you can manipulate somebody to do something outside of their will, and you may think you're doing the best thing, but that just don't seem right. But that's his power. That's what he has the ability to do. Then we got two more. We got Fausto and we have Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is strong, he's a warrior, and he has such a gentle heart. He's one of those people that, they're strong. You know how they say like the big teddy bear, that he's a big and strong thing, but he's also just has a kind and wonderful heart. You will see that in the movie when you go see the movie. He's just a technological genius. He is the one that was able to make and do a whole lot of different technological advances, some of them to his chagrin. He has assisted humans, what he thinks are great technological advances, but you know how we are as humans. War is huge on our hearts and our minds. Some of us, not all of us. Some of us would love to just do a diplomatic way, but a lot of us are just peace comes with war. Where there's war, there's going to be peace, because that means that one side won over the other. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the movie Eternals. So those are the characters. There's a lot of characters. So let's go with the good. So we're going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the ugly may not necessarily be something that's bad or thing, but it's just something else that I'm going to talk about. So the good, visually, I enjoyed it. I'm a colors person, so I enjoyed all the beautiful blues and greens and colors, especially the colors of their costumes. They were rich jewel tone costumes, so I really enjoyed the colors of them. I enjoyed, I liked the premise that they were sent here, and that they were sent here by a celestial. So I was glad to visually see a celestial and to hear a celestial talk, because I don't think besides ego, but we'll get back to ego. I hope I can remember to talk about ego. Beautifully, like I said, it visually I liked it. It was very, because it stimulated me, and it was very visually pleasing. Visually what I saw with the scales of things, with the colors, how they went from light to dark, those things were, for me, they were visually pleasing. I truly enjoyed it. I will say Ajax, Salma Hayek, I hope I'm saying her name right. She has a very pleasing voice. I don't know what it is about her voice. It is very pleasing. I enjoyed listening to her for the time that we had to listen to her in the movie. There was a love affair between Circe and Icarus that piddled out. And then she had a relationship with a human. I can't think of his name. Dags. Anyway, I'll talk about that a little later. What else was good about the movie? I liked that we got a little glimpse of each person and their personalities, each Eternal and their personalities. So I enjoyed that. The bad, there's just too many of them. I know they all each had their own little role and what they had to accomplish, but it was too many of them. They did take the opportunity to show us that there was a love affair between Icarus and Circe. There was a dynamic between Icarus, Circe, and Sprite. There was friendships. Sprite had a friendship with Icarus. She had a friendship with Circe. She had a friendship with Kingo. I think that's his name. Kingo. So there was a friendship there. I like that. However, it was just too many of them, and though they did a good job without inundating them all at you at one time, it was just a lot of Eternals. But I will say this: it was just them. And what I mean by it wasn't the Eternals and then this outcast of humans and things like that. What is that? They didn't have all of that. But it was just too many of them, and I couldn't find or grasp. I like to find one character that I like to grasp to, and if it would be anybody, it would have been Circe. Simply because she was not. Well, it would be Circe. Let's see. So that's pretty much the bad that I had for that. So the good, bad, the ugly, or indifferent. Instead of saying the ugly, I'm gonna say indifferent. What didn't matter, but it mattered. The Celestials ain't crap. I'm just gonna tell you right now. They do a lot of things in their level of their world. It's like the Celestials. Think about nothing but the Celestials. They do whatever their tasks that they do, and we down here as humans are not. We are important to them, but we're not important to them. Let me go back and talk about the deviants. So, this is spoilerish, but apparently the Celestials sent the deviants down to be the apex, to get rid of the apex predators, so that then the Eternals will come down, that they would take the whatever population, the humanoid population, and make sure that humanoid population thrives and multiplies. So that's the problem with the Celestials. And why did they do that? You'll find that out in the movie. But the Celestials ain't crap. I'm just gonna tell you right now, the Celestials are not crap. Overall, it was a good movie. I like the fact that it sets up in the NCU that there are more people, more characters, more plots, more things moving than just us here on Earth. I enjoy that. That was one of the reasons that I liked the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Thor Ragnarok. I like the fact to see that there are other things going on that may affect us as humans on Earth, but still there's other kind of things going on. So I'm enjoying the expansion of the MCU beyond Tony Stark and Captain America and all of that. I'm enjoying the fact that we are getting a whole expansion of the MCU, and I think this was, in my opinion, this was the necessity of the Eternals to give us and to bring us into the world of mysticism and all of those different things. So they had 2 end credit scenes that are going to be interesting. Check those out. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. It appears that there's going to be a part 2. It is worth your time to go to the movies and go see it. Don't listen to the critics. Go see it. Get the information and things for yourself. Again, I'm Pamela from Pam Entertainment TV. I may do a spoiler review later on, but I like for people to watch it for a couple of weeks and then come back and we just kind of discuss what we've seen to give you an opportunity to see it. So, if you have any questions or comments, please place them down below. And if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And just leave a comment for some engagement. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.